I told you in the fall I reserve all positions on the paper for juniors and seniors, and, in rare cases, sophomores. I could start coming every day, I say with a warm smile. He rolls his eyes and groans. You really are a pain in my ass. You know that? I do. You know what, kid? He leans forward and props his elbows on the edge of his desk. He points in my direction. You got it. For a moment, I'm stunned. I mean, I thought my dedication and persistence would pay off, but I was starting to lose hope once the new year rolled around. What? I'll give you a shot. Is this a trick? He frowns at me before shaking his head. By the time you get the story, school will be over. And that's if you get the story. This isn't something that appears to be in your wheelhouse. My wheelhouse? Screw you. I shimmy to the edge of my seat and struggle to keep my voice even. You have my undivided attention, and I think you'd be surprised at all the things I have in my wheelhouse. I pull the flap up on my bag and pull out my day timer. It's my life. While most students I know use their phones to manage their calendars, I've always preferred the handwritten kind. I never go anywhere without it. I open it to the notes to the left of today's date and grab a pen, clicking it 3 times. A habit. I press it to the page and wait for his instruction. If you harass this guy as much as you harass me, then you just might get something out of him, he mutters. I'm not sure he means for me to hear, but my hearing is perfect, so I absorb every last syllable while I bounce in my seat. He's giving me a chance, and the story he has in mind seems to be a good one. If it wasn't such a disgusting habit, I'd be chewing my nails right now. The captain of the hockey team was drumming up interest from some scouts. Then, all of a sudden, the coach benched him during the playoffs. Some people are saying they ultimately lost because he wasn't playing. So I've had multiple people try to get an exclusive, but he won't talk. I got to asking myself, what's he got to hide? Drugs? An injury? What else could it possibly be? I need you to find out. I click my pen while I consider his offer. My gut twists into knots, and I struggle to find the words. I wanted him to give me a story, any story, but this was not what I had in mind. The information you want me to dig up seems awfully personal, the kind of thing that could damage this guy's reputation. I thought you said you wanted to be a reporter. You think reporters only tell sweet stories and talk about rainbows? No, they get their hands dirty. They find out things that readers need and want to see. Readers need to know why he couldn't play? He clears his throat and narrows his eyes. Listen, kid. This business isn't for the faint of heart. A guy puts himself in the public eye, he has to expect to be a topic of discussion. If this guy goes pro, do you think the big papers will back off a story because it might hurt his feelings? Grow up. And if you can't do this story, then you're not someone I'll ever allow to write for my paper. Never? Not in this lifetime. I heave a sigh and click, click, click my pen. I don't want this. But what choice do I have? Journalism students usually get their experience at school or through summer internships. Without a spot on his paper, I won't be competitive after graduation. In complete silence, we stare at each other. I'm confident he's serious, and I can't risk my future, not for a guy I don't know. Besides, maybe it won't be a smoking gun. Maybe it won't be anything juicy at all. I hope for this as I write down the details. Sports piece. Captain of the hockey team. Why was he benched? What does benched mean? Okay, I can do this. Yeah, of course. I swallow a hard lump in my throat and shift uncomfortably in my seat. Besides, I love sports. They're amazing. I hate everything about sports. I especially hate how obsessed people seem to be about them. What's more, my experience with jocks has been traumatic, at best.